What's going on, everybody? Wired here, and today I want to talk about a truly fascinating thing I saw with Chris Rock slamming Meghan Markle for her claims about the royal family being racist. I got a video to show you, and then an article, so I want to get into that. But before I do, if you like what I'm doing here, leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and it really helps me out with the algorithm. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what Mr. Chris Rock has to say.
That she went through was not racism. It was just some in-law. So she's complaining. I'm like, what the is she talking about? Oprah, they're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby was gonna be. They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know. How brown the baby gonna be? That she went.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Like I said, I can't really comment on that too much, but Chris Rock seems like it's not a big deal. It didn't seem like a really big deal to me when I saw it on the Oprah interview. You know, Meghan Markle almost had a meltdown with it. Oprah had that very classic, let me try. What? You know, it seemed like it was very offensive. But apparently, yeah, Chris Rock is saying, it's not a big deal. And Chris Rock is on fire right now. He just made a really good jab at Will Smith about that whole incident, you know, the slapping thing that happened back at the Oscars in 2022. Chris Rock's a pretty funny guy. But yeah, let's get into this here. This article kind of just covers a little bit more of the incident here. Chris Rock mocks Meghan Markle's royal racism claims in comedy special. Sometimes it's just some in-law ish. Oh, and also, yeah, they're the original racists, which is, I guess, I'm not going to say that's technically correct, but he's not wrong about the whole colonialism thing that happened. I don't know when that started, the 1600s through, what, the 1850s, maybe a little later than that, maybe a little earlier than that. I don't know that much about the UK. I do know they were the first ones to end the slave trade. They were the ones who pioneered that. But I guess they were also the ones who kind of profited off it first or the most or invented it. But anyway, let's get into the article here. Comedian Chris Rock called out Meghan Markle during his new Netflix special, Selective Outrage, for racism allegations against the royal family, saying they were the original racists. He said that everybody was trying to be a victim and added Markle was doing a lot of complaining. That's true because, you know, in today's day and age, the political landmark, the Twitter landmark, or landscape, you get points for being victims. And it's now a whole thing about who can be the biggest victim. And we've seen with people like Sam Brinton, you can profit off that. You can sell that as a brand. You can be like, hey, ooh, I'm the first guy who wears dresses who is in charge of nuclear energy. And people are going, oh, so stunning, so brave. It's really gotten out of hand. I think we're going to see a reversal on it pretty soon because I don't think this can keep going because it's been happening for too long already. Who can be the biggest victims? But anyway, let's continue. Going on Oprah, I didn't know I had no idea how racist they were. Rock began, noting Markle's infamous interview with Oprah Winfrey. It's the royal family. You didn't Google them? Yeah. What is she talking about? She didn't know? It's the royal family. They're the original racists. He joked that it was like marrying into Budweiser family and saying they drink a lot. Yeah, and that's another dig at, you know, Markle. She says she didn't know anything. Nobody helped her. She had to learn the British national anthem all on her own, which was probably really a harrowing task, in all honesty. I mean, how could you just Google British national anthem? I'm gonna try to do that real quick. Pull up a separate tab here, see how hard it is to find. Let's go. All right, British national anthem lyrics. God Save the King, which, okay, let's see. Wow. Okay, so right here it is. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 verses. Yeah, that does seem very stressful to do. I mean, that took me 6 seconds, and I'm not probably type at an average speed. So, right. Some of that ish she went through was not racism, Rock said. It was just some, yeah, in-law ish because she's complaining like, what the F is she talking about? Oprah, they're so racist. They want to know how brown the baby was going to be. Rock said that's not racist because even black people want to know how brown the baby is going to be. The comedian also joked that he understood Markle's dilemma as a black girl trying to be accepted by her white in-laws. Excuse me. Which is actually a very interesting note because anyone who's been following this a little bit with Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, knows that for most of her life, she identified as Caucasian. Now, that's not to discredit her blackness or anything like that. That's just the fact of the matter. When she tried to break into Hollywood, what she would put on her applications is that she was Caucasian. That's just fact of the matter. That's the truth of it. And now, when it became favorable towards her, or so it seems to me, and I think a lot of other people, but I'll just say to me because I don't want to speak for anyone else. Once she realized it was going to be favorable for her to play this card, then she really leaned into it. Which I guess is what everybody kind of does in some form or another with different aspects of their life, but really, really obvious for, being on the world stage as Markle did. But, I think Meghan Markle, I think she thinks she's a lot smarter than most people. And really, I would just say she's smarter than Prince Harry. But not all that intelligent. Rock quipped that it was not as hard as a white girl trying to be accepted. Oh, I said that already. I'm sorry. Meghan Markle, I know the dilemma. Rock continued. I'm like, if you black and you wanted to be accepted by your white in-laws, then you need to marry a Kardashian because they accept everybody. Rock also took aim at actor Will Smith's slap at the Oscars during the Netflix special. A reference Suge Knight and all that, so that doesn't really pertain to what I'm talking about. I might do another video on the whole Will Smith thing because he goes after Meghan Markle a little bit, but he was really, really really went after Will Smith for that whole slap thing. Basically talking about how everybody was talking about this. Everyone was calling Will Smith a cuck, a beta. He really was pretty tame with it with just that G.I. Jane joke, and yet, wham. He was the one who Will Smith finally retaliated against. He was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. And Will Smith is still trying to recover his public image from that. And I don't know if Will Smith ever will. And just on that note, I'm going to say that's really kind of disappointing from Will Smith. I like Will Smith. I grew up watching The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I still watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think it's a great show. And I know he's been widely successful in movies. He's had some flops. He's had some hits. But, hey, it's a cautionary tale about how a narcissistic woman, or I don't even know, she's just the wrong woman can really just destroy a man. You would think Will Smith would get some loving at home with all the things he's done, all the money he has, and everything he's done for his family. But, he's completely emasculated on the world stage, and Chris Rock is finally talking about it. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. Sorry, I didn't even really... This was supposed to just be about Meghan Markle. I just go off on tangents. It's my ADHD. But yeah, if you like the video, leave a like on the video. It helps out with the algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you want to hear more news like this. And if not, I apologize. I know I get a little long-winded. So I always apologize for myself. And I will catch you all in the next one. Later.